Hi, everybody. Hello. Couple minutes early, but I thought I'd pop on. I'm just going to wait and see. I had to announce that I was going to go live tonight just for a chit chat. It's kind of exciting. It's a little nerve-wracking again. I haven't gone live in a while. Wow. Let me know where you're signing in from so that, because it just impresses me that people from all over the world watch and enjoy the chat. How's the Hi, Fiona. Hi, Nancy. How did you go with your test? I was hoping you'd be on tonight. The test went okay. How's the volume? Man, oh man. My dogs are with Lawrence, so I'm okay. Okay, thanks, Fiona. The other day when my neighbor popped over for a second, I yelled out, "Oh, I'm filming," and she's like, "Okay," and I said, "I'll come over later," and everybody's, "Hi, Linda, hi, Linda." So I told her, and she thought that was funny, but she said, "You say hi back from me." Yeah, her doctor. Oh, good. Oh, I'm so glad. I was nervous for you because it is mind over matter. Man, you have to just change your thought process. And you have to lay still, but usually, like for me, if there's something going on, like I accept needles very well at the dentist, but I still wiggle my toes. Oh, is it Black Cat Appreciation Day? That's funny. Extra goodies for the kitties. You guys, it rained here last night. I was so happy. It was ridiculous. So we got a really good rain. We could use more, of course, but yeah, it was pretty good. How is everybody? Five of us on. I was hoping the one lady who asked me to do this, I was hoping that she would be here. Oh, the rain. Oh, yes. It was just so great. And it lasted most of the night. I think we got 2 millimeters or something, or 2 centimeters. I can't remember. I had a glass sitting outside so I could watch it, and I got about a good 3 inches in it. So just, I feel better when I go away. Oh, tired. Yeah. I have to show you my shirt. It says, "I'm retired. Have fun at work tomorrow." Mm. So I wore that to the post office today when I sent out my shipping, and I said, "Oh, girl, hi." The eclectic thrifters and crafter. Yeah, when I went to the post office, I said, "You have to read my shirt." So I showed them. Well, they just thought that was such a hoot. They laughed their heads off. There's such good girls, ladies there. They're really fun. So Happy Days, this is the one who wanted me to go live. So if you guys have any questions for me, fly at her. I'm that open book. I am. I ordered a part that I needed, so when I come back from Calgary, it should be here. But it's a trimming tool. I'm going to take some of the broken glass china plates and stuff that I have, and I'm going to cut them up. And so I'll make little packages. If you want a gold pendant, you have to supply your own necklace, but a gold pendant or a silver color pendant, and then I'll put that in the bag, and sandpaper in the bag, and the piece of china. Yes, this week I sent you an email, Nancy, that I'm not doing sales this week. So if you wanted to start an hour early on Thursday, then I won't be here for my bring back the brooches. So go ahead. I'm leaving on Thursday morning for Calgary. So Thursday morning, Lawrence got home at about 3 or 4 this morning, so he's going to drive me and look after the dogs. And so we'll all be with my family, and then we'll come back on the Monday. Oh, a rotary carver? Nice. Yeah, I just clipping the glass. I won't have it really sharp, but I'll put in sandpaper so you can do your own sanding. I'll have the edging for the china piece, if it's silver or gold. And yeah, you can pick, and then I'll just sell it like that. You do the work and have a little something to feel proud of that you made it yourself. And what else? Oh, I'm getting some ephemera together in packages, so that's exciting. Takes me a little longer because, of course, I have to look at every page. I love ephemera. So what do you do with so glass, you can also cut pieces, right? And then you can do like a bauble or something. And I also have a bag of jewelry bits, all brooches, if it's missing a stone, or I think that I'll put that up for sale. Oh, good. If you're having an appointment earlier, then you can start at 10 p.m. instead of 11, Nancy. And that gives you time to, on Instagram. And for some people, I have asked to be following you on Instagram, but I haven't got everybody back. It was when they took over my email, they took over Facebook, they took over Instagram, and Instagram's the only one I can't get back. So I thought, oh, I'll just do this new one and see how far it goes. You're like me, yeah, with the ephemera, it takes me forever. Yeah, there is some that I received, and they're, I think, from the 50s, but there's ladies in wedding dresses. Oh, so nice. Oh, physical therapy early. Yeah. You're not even awake and they want your muscles to be awake. Yeah, that's so unfair. I remember physical therapy one time, and I said to the therapist, I said, oh, you're on Instagram too? Okay. So mine is Serendipity by Melanie, all one word. If you want to go follow me there, and then I'll follow you back. So anyways, I said to the physiotherapist, I said, like, I can't walk downstairs yet because I had been in a motorcycle accident. And I said, like, what do I do? And she thought about it and thought about it. Hi, Terry. Nice. Oh, for Vintage Vinny. Yeah, I sent him some of those cards that I got, those postcards with the sexy ladies on it. And so she thought about it and thought about it. And she says, oh, well, can you tippy toe? And I said, tippy toe. So I went on my good foot up in the toe, and on my bad foot, I went up on the toe. Well, I just crashed to the floor, screamed my head off. And I went, I guess I can't. And she goes, that's the reason you can't walk downstairs, is because you can't tippy toe. My foot wasn't bending anymore. It was kind of just locked. So anyways, and they've got a note on the wall. No wussies, no sissies, no crying, and I'm like, I'm one of them. Too funny. I can laugh at it now, but so the eclectic Thrifter and Crafter. So do you have a YouTube channel? If anybody wants to put their, Nancy, you can put your link to your channel in the chat. Well, she just asked me, Nancy, she says, well, can you tippy toe? Well, I just do it because I think that I can. And so I went up on my left foot. It was fine. I go to my right foot, which had been seriously injured, and it hurt so bad, and I just fell to the ground. It was like, no, I guess I can't do tippy toes. She didn't expect me to just jump and do it. She just asked me if I could. She felt so bad. Oh, awesome. So can everybody see? Oh, in the live chat, I guess you can put links. So there's the link to the Thrifter and Crafter YouTube. Nancy has her own channel. Oh, have you? See, and it just didn't occur to me why I couldn't do stairs. I think it was about 8 months before I could walk proper, but you're all blue. Everybody, okay. Great. Mods can. And it doesn't show me the colors when I'm on the live. You have 89 subs already? That's awesome. Mine have dropped. When I first signed on, I was, doing unboxings from Curiosity Inc.'s auction. So once I was done unboxing all of those, 56, hi Emancipation, Michelle. Nice to see you. Yeah, pretend to wear high heels. So once I did all the unboxing from Curiosity Inc., my subscribers went way down because they were only watching for those items, right? So yeah, I just have to get a few more subscribers. I think everybody wants more subscribers, right? What number is Nancy at now? Nancy, you're at 800 and, or yeah, no, and I haven't been watching for a few weeks. Alice video. Okay, well, I'll have to go check that out. So I'm assuming, Fiona, you're short 860. Right. And I couldn't remember if you had hit 900 yet or not. So that's exciting. 860. Woo woo. Everybody likes to get the minimum 1,000, and it helps bump your channel up. YouTube will recommend it to more people. If you guys could hit the like, and that helps also with the algorithms. And I'm just sorry, reading the chat and it says so I'm missing something. So Emancipation, if you want to put your channel in the chat, that would be fine. We just lift each other up, like try and help each other get subscribers and shares. Oh yeah, the PJ party, that's what I'm waiting for. Oh yeah, that would be cool in October, Nancy. Yeah, I have lots of giveaways for when I hit 2,000, but I was a lot closer. But then, like I say, my subscribers dropped off when I stopped doing the unboxings. So, and plus in the summertime, your sales do go way down. Yes, your birthday. All three would be awesome. Yes, Nancy, that would be fun. Because I don't know if I've said it before, but since I retired and moved up here. Like, I don't care. I live in a rural area, but I do have neighbors in the community, and I walk the dogs like one loop, and it's about a kilometer, which is just under a mile. And I wear my PJs. I just throw on a pair of shorts but my PJ top. And I don't care. I'm sitting here in my plaid shirt only because it's very cool out right now. Oh yeah, the chalkware. And I was looking at some of the chalkware thinking, God, I got to put some of that up for sale. I need an assistant, Michelle, like to take the photos, measurements, and list them on my Etsy page. I can't keep up with everything. Lawrence went to work for the last 2 weeks, and I'm like, oh my God, when am I gonna? So I'm scheduling in, mow the lawn, water the lawn, water the back of the property up higher. Oh, a teenager. Yeah, there's some in the area. And Lawrence said, well, why don't you just ask them to mow it for you? But I mean, technically, it takes about under an hour to mow the lawn. So I would, instead of going asking somebody, I might as well just do it myself. And then, we've been watering like crazy because of the forest fires. The house I grew up in was evacuated the other day. Today is what, Tuesday? So Sunday night they were evacuated. It was just coming right into the community there. And it was like, wow, that's like city limits. That's pretty scary. For the listings, okay, because they'd be really good at looking things up. My one neighbor, she was going to help me. And I can't remember. Oh, she didn't come that one morning. And then by the time she was ready to come, I had already, hi, Jenny. Spotty internet. Yeah, my internet's not very good, so I don't even know how you guys are seeing this. It looks okay on my end, but and she didn't come that morning. And then when she was going to come, I said, oh, by now I have a headache, and I was ready for a lay down. And I never got back to her. I said, I'm not forgetting about you, just things are really busy. And then, of course, my dad passed away, so I couldn't do anything. I was just trying to breathe. So I should reach out to her. Because right now we would normally be getting our firewood ready for the winter, but nobody wants to go into the bush because of the situation with the forest fires. So Jenny, I have your stuff here, and I'm just going to hang on to it until the parcel's a little bigger. Just so you know, I didn't send it out today. I did do my mailing or shipping today. Mailing. I'm a little crazy. So, eclectic thrifter and crafter, I don't remember your first name. I'm thinking Kath. Oh, the smoke finally lifted. We've been able to breathe today. Oh, no, Fiona, yours is good. It's all shipped off. Catherine, that's it. See, my mind, I know Joni used to have a list by her computer, and I'm like, Catherine, or is it Kathy? No, Catherine. So, yeah, to get to 1,000 by your birthday in November, you can do it. It's crazy how it happens. It takes one video when it goes viral, and it's just like, so you can't count it out, that's for sure. Because anything can happen, right? If you have that one video that goes viral. Oh, yeah, no, I have it here. Yeah, my stepson, I think, might pop up while I'm gone and just hang out for a little bit with his girlfriend, show her around. Because I don't think she's been up here. Yeah, I know, Catherine. It is fun, isn't it? And I miss doing lives, but you can't see the item that I show. Like, there's no sense on doing the lives for me, right? It seems my internet's not doing too bad right now. Yeah, Nancy. Hi, Chicago lady. How are you? Good to see you. Yeah, and I haven't been in too many chats in the last while. I've been slacking. Everybody seems to know each other, right? The other day I was able to pop onto Pamela Blanchard for a little bit, Thrift You for a little bit, Antiques from Karen Jan's channel. I got on there a little bit. I was so tired when I was on your channel the other day, Nancy, this overstuffed house. I just had to go to bed. I put my new internet on the roof of my house. Oh, he had an extra month of school. And I have to be hardwired in, but even hardwired into my new system still will kick out. So I don't trust it to go live. So I am on my old system. So I have two systems. Yeah, I was doing 12 hours a day trying to get everything done that, my videos and tidying up and, watering and mowing the lawn and watering and chopping firewood, walking the dogs 3 times a day. I was just burnt right out. I don't know how everybody does it full time. That's how I messed up. Yeah, they're fun to watch. I get a kick out of some of them. They're so funny, eh? I think that's how I made such a mess in my first storage unit, is just because I was taking boxes out, unboxing or selling or whatever. And then it's like, oh my God, I can't move in my office. So I throw everything back in there unorganized. So that's why I've started working on my second storage unit, because my first one is such a write-off, I can't even get in there. People have asked for things like a couple months ago, and they're still waiting, and I'm like, I still don't know where anything is. I've taken a few boxes out, try and do that a little bit at a time. Oh yeah, Nancy, exactly. It is the space, right? And I'm just so happy to have my stairs built now, because I was trying to get into my office. Little House on the Prairie. Did you light a candle and read a book? That's usually what I do when the power goes out. Oh, Fiona, no. It's just, as long as you understand, that's totally fine. It's just I feel guilty. Yeah, Nancy, and that's the same with me. Things were going fine, but then when it got so hot in June, I couldn't physically work in plus 44 degrees. That's over 109 degrees Fahrenheit. Like, I was nauseous sick. And Lawrence just kept cooling off the house. My air conditioner broke. He threw ice bags in my bed, and then he just said, go hug a bag of ice. Like, I was crying. I was miserable, and I couldn't do anything. Well, then the forest fires started. Well, you're just scrambling to try and water every square inch of anywhere around you. And the hose is 3 inch, and you're just exhausted. Yeah, Black Hole Challenge. I was so proud of myself because on Friday I emptied out my office, woo woo, and then I brought in stuff from the second storage unit, did my premieres, and it's all just sitting here since. Yeah, I know. Hey, Fiona, you always have a box to fill. And just to start fresh in a new spot, like I was so blessed to get this tiny house office, right? Because I wouldn't have been able to do it. And, there was 5 totes that I took out the other day and I did my sales because I got through 4 totes. So I did my sales and I emptied one complete tote in the sale. So that just gets me down one more tote. Yeah, good on you, Catherine. Like I could not. I was nauseous, like wanting to throw up. Like I could not do anything. I had never experienced that before. And where I live, normally we're 8 to 10 degrees cooler than in the city, and we were the same temperature as the city. I just couldn't even move. Like I couldn't understand what was going on. It was like sickening. Oh, does he? I think light-haired people, like blondes and like redheads, that sort of thing, they have that. Yeah, Jenny, it's a good challenge. I did it for the office because it was just a disaster. But like I say, I bring in 5 cases, I do my sales, and I have to get the cases out of here. And I was drinking lots, Nancy, just like it was just so. I'm not used to over 40 degrees Celsius. Like I'm not used to over 100 degrees. And I have a portable air conditioner that you just roll around on the floor from room to room. So I kept that. Yeah, see, yeah, it's all a process to do the tidy up. And if I could just downsize, like the second storage unit I'm on isn't very big, but if I could empty that, then I could just set up tables and at least put something there, and organize, categorize, take pictures. Yeah, that rocked. Okay, Jenny. Yeah, I did show pictures and I did a short video on my first storage unit. I have to cut mine before every premiere because I use compost a lot and my nails get stained, like all my fingers. Like there's one. This is pitch, and usually you just use gasoline to get it off, but I can't stand that smell. So, and you know what, Nancy? I actually added some salt. I had a cob of corn a couple times last week, and I put salt on it. Like I buttered it, and I put salt on it, and it did help a little bit because I know my brother used to get really didn't feel well. So when he would get home from work, he didn't have air conditioning. So he would just take one of those little packets that you get, say you go drive through or something, they give you those little tiny salt packets. And he even would do that every day in the heat of the summer. And it was surprising that I could still eat. Like normally when it gets really hot, I even lose that. Oh, oh, really? The lanolin? Is that in the orange container? I'll have to look into that. Yeah, and I don't mind. Like, when I have a shower tomorrow morning, it'll all be gone. I'm not doing the dishes till tomorrow because I'm leaving the day after. So I'm taking today off of dishes. I thought I was being so smart, and I seen this chapstick using the beeswax base. And I thought, oh, well, isn't that supposed to be better for you? So I bought two, one for my purse and one for in my tiny house. And when I went to put it on, I couldn't even put it on. Like, it wouldn't smear. It just stuck there. So I was tapping my lips, but I couldn't. It would not move around. So I tossed them. I probably could have used the wax when I make my fire starters for my wood stove. Heat fatigue. Oof. And today it's just perfect, like nice and cool. We had the rain. They get caught in the keys. Oh, like the keys on the keypad, Catherine? Hi, Jose. How are you? Hello, hello. Yeah, it's a nice break to have this. Just the sun was shining, the smoke lifted. My eyes aren't burning today. I still have a bit of the cough and the in my throat, but so it's really nice. Like, I have a little jacket on right now because I wear short sleeves all the time. Oh, Joni's sale. Oh, God, I never even thought about it. Sorry, Joni. Yes, please go to the sale. You can watch my chat later. Yeah, you can watch my chat later. Go ahead and go to Joni's sale. Vintagerous. It didn't even occur to me. See, my brain just isn't with it. I wish Happy Days would have been here. She's the one that wanted me to do this. Yeah. Yeah, Nancy, and there are so many, and then you just figure, okay. Oh, that's cool. That's cool, Fiona. Um, what it was is how I picked the time that I was going to. I looked on, you get analysis from your YouTube. Okay, Catherine, thank you. Feed that kid. And we'll go subscribe. I already am, but we'll go subscribe. Who's Jane? What? Jane? Jose. Jane Newhouse. Oh. Oh, so the analysis behind the scenes on your YouTube channel tells you when the busiest time of the day is that your subscribers are on. Doggone happy vintage. Oh, darn. What happened? God, you just worry about everybody so much. So it said Tuesday at 6 p.m. is when most mine. Oh. Well, at least they stopped. 6-hour surgery. Oh my God. Just one thing after another. I'll say a prayer for her. I know I was watching another channel, and I had never watched it before, but it happened that the first one I watched was the lady, I can't remember the name of the channel. Right, and I know her husband isn't doing well. God. And this channel that I was watching, in the first video I ended up watching, was her daughter had passed away, and they were doing a GoFundMe to help so that they could travel to her daughter and give her a decent burial, so that her grandchildren had a place to go visit the mother, right? I think there was 4 or 5 grandchildren that just lost their mom, so it was heart-wrenching, and I just thought, oh, I don't even have the right to complain. I don't. Yeah, I hear you. And the community that we all belong in, and we go to different sales or lives or watch their unboxings, you get to know each other and you become friends, and then you worry about them and you think, oh man. And when things were bad here for the fires and stuff, people were reaching out to me, um I mean, from all over the world. Are you okay? Are you okay? I didn't know that you guys were getting the news over in Europe, or, you know what I mean? Like, I couldn't comprehend the magnitude. So everybody likes to check on each other. Has anybody heard from Melissa, our sweetheart there? I sent her a message on Instagram. Maybe I should email her, because she might not realize it's me on Instagram, but because we've spoken on Instagram before, but that account got hijacked. And I've just been worried about her. I haven't seen her in a while. Yes, it sure does, Nancy. You've got that right. The world is a lot smaller with the internet. I know back in the day, I moved away from home, from my mom's place, and I moved in with my dad when I was 14 and 15 and stayed there 1 year. And you had to handwrite letters, and oh, Terry is too? Oh, God. How's Debbie doing? Um, you used to write letters, and, of course, it takes about a week to go the few hours difference, right? I was wondering about Melissa, and noticed she hasn't been here for a while. Yeah, she hasn't been in, I think, maybe 3 weeks. Yeah, I did get one little chat from Debbie after one of my sales, but I haven't heard from her. I know, Fiona, isn't that cool? Like, that's why I say I love when people put in the chat where they're from, because, like, for you, Singapore, it just blows my mind that you can connect through the distance. It's a whole lot easier for people to move away from home and live in different communities and stuff now with the internet. Yes. Oh, Debbie's back in the hospital? Oh, God. Yeah, and, there's one lady in Germany. We reach out to each other once in a while. Just check in on each other, right? You do get pretty close to people where you chat lots. I mean, with me, I haven't been doing so much of it, and I don't mean anything by it. I'm just looking forward to 2022. This year can go away now. It's been one roller coaster ride after another. That'd be awesome. Thanks, Fiona. I don't foresee myself doing that, but you never say never. Oh, that's great. She's home. Again, she had sepsis. That's okay, Jose. It's SEPTIS, I think. Septis, something like that. Sepsis is life-threatening. Yeah, you just never know. That's why I think about you guys a lot. Like in my heart, like I don't technically hit my knees and say prayers, but I think about you and I talk. Oh, she had a sale the other day. See, and I haven't been catching any, just. And I think organization, like Nancy, you were saying, and Catherine, when she was putting up her shelves and stuff, organization sure means a lot and to have the space to do it. Because my space is so small. I do one sale and my tiny house office is full. So I'll just have to deal with that a little bit. And then our neighborhood wants to do a yard sale, but we have to take everything a half-hour drive down to the dance hall that we have in our area. So it's a half hour. And they want to do this sale as a fundraiser because we're going to put up a fire brigade, meaning we're all going to be certified firemen kind of for forestry. And of course, fundraising for things. And I'm like, well, I could fill 20 or 30 tables, but I can't give it all away. Yeah. Yeah, and they can think whatever they want, Nancy. Trolls are trolls. But Lawrence always called me a hoarder, and I just like, whatever, Lawrence. If you knew the real terminology for it, then you would, Now he's seen that because he wasn't living with me when I started doing all this. Oh, and that's what somebody had asked about how I got started. It was about 2011, and Lawrence and I had split up. So I had moved into a smaller place. And of course, I took all of my stuff when I left. So it was too much for my small place. So I started selling on Facebook Marketplace because, you have debts and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, instead of taking it to the Goodwill, exactly. So I thought that I would put a table out donation only at the end of the road, but there's not much traffic up here. So when we split up, there's debt to pay. And I thought, oh, well, I'll just sell this on Facebook. And then in my area, there was 3 bid sites. So they were 24-hour bidding. You would post something and say minimum price is $5 and it'd get up to $40, $50 or whatever anybody wanted to bid. And in 24 hours, that's it. Time was out, and then you call who the winner was, and then they had 48 hours to pick it up. So that worked perfect for me. I was listing 100 items each 24-hour period minimum, and Like, I never touched my paycheck for 3 years. I just built my tiny house with the money, lived off the money, and built my tiny house. So I did very well. But now that I live out of the city, you can't get people to come out here to pick up. Complaining about your room too. So then, yeah, I was doing very well. I worked full time, and then I did that more or less full time. And I got the bug. Like, I just loved it. And the more that I would go through, the more I wanted to. And then I thought, God, I'm just about out of stuff. So then, of course, I'd be starting to go to auctions. And then the one guy that, I bought some things off of him, and you'd chat for a half hour when you go pick it up. And he'd see me posting. And of course, you get to know each other a little bit. And he had a vintage antique store, a secondhand store. So he sold me the contents of the whole building. Not the building, just the contents. And I thought, oh, great, I've got lots to do now. I still have some left. Yeah. So when I bought that, and God, the furniture is what I used to deal with the most. But I paid the guy for all the contents of his antique vintage store. And there was lots. Like, I crammed every square inch as high as I could in the back of the truck. And I did all by myself 15 truckloads. And I only had to drive a few blocks from the store to my garage. I don't know where I put everything. It was crazy. So he went to auction and also got a bunch of brand new Christmas decoration, not vintage. But he says, I'll throw these in too. And I took, because the winter was coming, and I took these and I put them on these bid sites, and I sold all the Christmas decoration, just that, one full truckload, paid for the whole purchase of all of the unit. So then I had all the rest that I could just, big hard copy did better for me. Yeah, and yeah, it's a little different when you're old school, eh, Nancy? Like, to make a list, I don't put it in my phone. I put it on paper. Like, I'm a paper list maker. So then what did I do? Oh, this lady was closing down her jewelry shop in Ontario, Canada. So I just offered her a certain price, and she said, sure. And I went, okay. She goes, you have to pay the shipping. I said, okay. So then I bought all that jewelry. And I had been, auctions and out of mind for me, exactly. But it won't clear my mind if I don't write it out, like print it out. It doesn't get out of my head, so it doesn't do me much good if I'm just putting it in a phone. And my cell phone doesn't work where I live. It only works in the city. So yeah, I'm down to about 65,000 items left to sell. So I'm still going to be doing my sales because I don't know what else to do with it all. And it was nice because my last sale, I did have a few boxes from that antique store. Because I haven't seen this stuff, pardon me, in a few years. I always like it when Nancy comes. We all learn something, eh? Even how to do a list, or I have a calendar, but this year is a calendar, and it's special to me because it has my nephew and his wife. They both have vintage cars. Yes, the unboxings, because I remember that. And Jose, if you want to put a link to your Etsy page, uh, in the chat before we go, that would be great. I have my Etsy page too, but I haven't put much on it this year at all. I haven't been adding to it just because of time frame. So mine is Serendipity by Melanie. Yeah, no problem. I just, you lift each other up, and everybody, it's a win-win, right? Because even if they don't buy from you, they get to look at your items and think, well, I have that. Why don't I list mine? Yeah. Yeah, you mentor so many. It's so nice. Like, I mean, I'd be happy to help anybody when. Thank you. Thank you, Jose. That's for your Etsy page. Cool. Okay, Fiona. Sure. No, you can email now. That's fine. Because the boxes are sitting on the floor in my office. So before I pack them back up, like in the paper and all that kind of stuff, let me know now and then I'll grab them. And before I box everything up to put back in storage. Oh, you're welcome. No worries. But like I say, sometimes even looking at somebody's Etsy page, right? When you're building your Etsy page and you look at somebody else's and you go, well, I have that. Why don't I add that to my page? So it's not just about making a sale, it's making a connection, just like us here. I'm not selling anything tonight. Sure. I'm not selling anything, but you get to spend time with, you become friends and you learn stuff from everybody. I don't retain it all, but yeah, it's just, I love this community. Everybody cares. And for those trolls, see ya. It's kind of nice. You can get rid of them in a couple of clicks. Bye-bye. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't. My mind just doesn't have that ability anymore. That's part of the reason why I took the retirement. I just went, no, I can't. Like thinking to go to, say, a new job. I had been at that one 33 years. It's not like I'm going to go get a new job. But just the thought of it, like I wouldn't even take a new job inside the office because I thought, how am I going to learn anything? It's hard when you have a brain injury, right? You notice when I'm tired, I start to stutter. I struggle to find my words. It's just not easy. Yeah, your books that you have, Jose, oh my God, I believe they're from your dad, if I'm not mistaken. Those are pretty cool. But I do want to, like I say, do little bundles of crafting stuff. I want to do some ephemera packages and some china to make into your own piece of jewelry packages. So all that sort of thing. Yeah, sometimes I go back and, sorry, Nancy, but I watch your videos a couple of times. Um, yeah, just granddad. Okay, I was wrong. It's your granddad's estate. And it just helps because you're explaining something and then it's like, oh, I can't grasp it, right? So then I watch it a couple of times and it helps me. I remember, I'll just share a little story. One of my friends and I, and we'd go, we'd buy from each other and trade things because, some of my clients are more interested in that item. And I always know her clients would like this or that. And then, I'd buy off of her. And So we always had this huge yard sale. The whole community in this one area would do it every year. And so she didn't have a vehicle or drive, and I had a truck. And so she'd say, "You want to go yard sale?" And I said, "Well, yeah, we'll go." I mean, she was so patient with me. And we go to this area, and it'd be like 3-4 kilometers from my house. But she's just a petite little thing. And I'd fill the truck, she'd buy her things, and her things are like little jewelry or little items, and she has a niche, and mine would be, a piece of furniture or pictures or whatever. And I'd be filling my truck. And here she is. She's got stuff under her armpits, and she's legs up in the air with stuff underneath it. And she says, "Oh my God," she was so patient. So we'd race back to my house and unload it, and we'd go back for another 5 truckloads in one day. And she just, she scored, and hers ended up being, fill a suitcase. Well, I filled 5 truckloads. The back seat, just things sticking out the windows. It was silly. Oh, we laughed so hard. It was a good one. So usually when I go buying something, I never do just one item. It's, if I'm going to get whatever I want. And I'm very spoiled that way. Because most people, you're living on a budget, you have a budget. Well, while I was doing all these sales, I just kept an envelope for myself. And if by chance I was running short, like say $1,000, I don't know, an even number, and I'd go to the yard sale, and you spend, and all of a sudden you're thinking, "Oh my God, like I'm only down to $200. Well, what if I find that one piece that I really, really want?" So I stop off at the bank machine and take money out from my account. I'd always put that back, but I always needed that buffer in case I found that special item. I mean, I've found beautiful pieces for $5, and I sold them for $85 to $100. And you have to just be there at the right time, like everybody else. Yeah, that's a good idea, Nancy. So when we look at your page, Jose, we only see the caption of Antique Book and Vintage Collection. So if you can start out with, I did the exact same thing in a lot of my listings from Curiosity Inc., the salt and pepper shakers. All it says is salt and pepper shakers across all of mine. Hi, Paul. How are you? Good to see you. Paul from Philly Flipper, everybody. Paul, do you want to put a link to your channel in the chat here? Please? I don't mean to sound bossy. Um, yeah, Paul. Okay, that's good, Jose. Because I made the mistake, if you see my salt and pepper shakers on Etsy, it's the same. I mean, that's all they see is it's salt and pepper shakers. Paul's helping Nancy out by letting her use some of his storage. Oh yeah, your manager. Okay, Nancy, would you mind putting Paul's in? I forgot that. I mean, I can make you blue. That's fine because I trust you. But Nancy, if you wouldn't mind putting Philly Flipper's link to his channel in for me. And Paul was doing a challenge. Right. The challenge, he was challenging everybody to list 700 posts for sale for the month of July. And it was like, I can't even do 7 in a month. I'm terrible. And so I kept bugging him. How many have you done? How many have you done? So he'd be, I'm at 350. I'm like, sweet. And he blew his number off the wall. So now he's doing one for August. Thank you, Nancy. So yeah, the more you post, the more you sell. That's just plain and simple. So I do have to take priority, and like I schedule my week as in one day I'm doing all yard work, chopping wood, mowing, whatever, the yard. One day is my house, and then one day is filming for my brooches, and then one day is filming for my sale. Yeah, you probably haven't been able to see him for a while, Nancy. Paul's funny. No offense, Paul. Talking about you. Shh, just close your ears. Oh, nice. I'll have to go watch that, Paul. So, Paul, what was the video? Well, if you posted it today, I can easily find it in your sales in July. Silly me. Oh, you have part-time help? I need an assistant. Like normally when Lawrence is home, he does the yard and does all the cooking and um, looks after the dogs and all that kind of stuff. And it really, really helps. Really helps. So I think you guys, what I'll do is we've been on for an hour and one, well, an hour and 1 minute. But I think I'm going to go. I was hoping that Happy Days would have been here. She asked me to go live and tell my story. I left a few pieces out, but that's more or less me. I go big or go home. So with the 65,000 items I have left to sell, I'm sure you'll find something that you enjoy. And then other items, I just have to grow my channel, right? Because that just means that you have more buyers and oh, no problem. Jose, Nancy will answer in an email, and so will I. You haven't seen who in any of the sales that you're in. Oh, nice. Yeah, it's hard to ship that many, Paul. The packaging and everything. Happy Days. Okay, sorry. I forgot I was talking about Happy Days. Thanks, Jenny. And like thumbs up and subscribing and hit the notification bell. But one of the things that really helps too is when I start one of my sales to share it to your social media at that time so people can join in and go, oh, I wonder what this is about. And it's happening right now. So they can be a part of it right now. Yeah, I haven't seen her. She asked me to go live, and I said, okay, I'll do it Monday or Tuesday. So, because I'm leaving on Thursday, tomorrow I have to pick what I'm wearing for the wedding. I'm not in the wedding party or anything. I'm just, an aunt standing by the side. It's going to be beautiful. We're having pizza and lasagna. My brother told my mom, that's what we're having for dinner. Pizza and lasagna. And this pizza is extremely good from the place that they're getting it from. I've had it. It's very good. The kitty cat. Hi. How are you? Thumbnail graphics. See, I don't edit. I don't know how, and I don't have the patience. Thumbnail. Yeah. That's why you only get to see my face. It's whatever the video saves as a picture is all I have to share. Because my cell phone doesn't work up here. So if I take a picture with my cell phone, I can't send it to. Hi, planet. Hi. Sparrow. Yeah, I'm not. I'm so terrible. English is my only language. I mean, I have a few words in different, but I'm not very good at anything else. What was I saying? Oh, God. Oh, yes, Lawrence helping me. So he does all that, but when he goes to work for 6 weeks, you're from Venezuela. No, I'm from Canada. I'm in Western Canada. Oh, it's okay. You can come in and chat with us, Planet. We're all here. Oh, really? Which area, Canada, Kitchi? Yeah, like, I mean, normally when you're having a conversation, what you hear is what helps you keep on track, right? So then just slowing down to read the chat, and I'm like, well, if anything wasn't answered, we can always ask another time. Nova Scotia. I have family in Nova Scotia as well. And I really want to drive across Canada. So I live on one end and Nova Scotia's on the other. So there's not much room behind me to start at the ocean. And then I'd have to go just a bit past Nova Scotia to say that I've gone across Canada. Military family, right? So my father was in the Air Force, and so we have family in different places. Nice. I'm in Maine, so I'm right there. Nice. Yes, and Jose's in Quebec, which is like halfway. I have two siblings that were born in Quebec, another one in Ontario, one here in BC, and I was also born in Ontario. So mom and dad went back and forth between Ontario and here, wrapped around Quebec and came back to BC. And so that's how I ended up here. Sounds like there's a bike or a quad out front of my place. And the dogs will be home shortly. I told Lawrence, stay away until after I'm done my live. Maine. I don't know what it is about Maine. My geography sucks. I'm not very good at it. But I just think that, wow, Maine just sounds like a place that I need to go to. And I always tease Nancy that I'll go visit her. And Jan from Antiques from Karen, Jan says, well, I hope Melanie's going to come see me. When I go, I'd have to look on a map. Like, I don't even know the answers to all this, but I'll go. But Singapore, that's a bit far. Oh, did she? Because I know people that have dual citizenships, but maybe that's the time, right? When we're talking grandparents, that could have been the time. And I think, hi, Maybelle, my puppy's here. Oh, is she? That'd be cool. And Nesting Haven. Okay, we could do a shop along. Yes, I hear you, Nancy. That would have bummed me out too. 1920s. Yeah, and it's totally different, right? Now you can keep your dual citizenship kind of thing. You're more than welcome to stay here, Fiona. If you're coming, hey, there's an RV you can sleep in. If not, grab a tent. There's an outhouse. You'll be fine. Jump in the lake for a bath. Are you doing a live with Jody? Some people have been asking me. So in September, I am fine to start doing joint sales with other people and lives. Not a problem. Nancy and I have been talking about it since before the beginning of time. But we haven't gotten there. Thank you, Chicago lady. Okay, everybody, I'm going to let you go. I'm just carrying on. Thanks for joining me. And I'll see you 9 days from now. Okay, night.